bum. Welcome. Today, it's part 1 of a part 3 series. I'm going to be recreating this. This book I made in school many moons ago. When I was about 10 years old. It's called The Days Gone By. I've covered up any names in the schools and whatever, so you can't find me. I was obsessed with these Crayola like stamp pens, so you have to deal with that. So I did this weird little, looks like Rayman type thing. Little information, warning, this book can't be copied. Published in 1998. Oof. That was a long time ago. This book is for ages from 3 to 7 years old. The Days Gone By. For Jennifer, I have no idea who Jennifer is. Anyway, page 1. I did this with felt tips and I rubbed his nose out. One day in Devon, a prince was looking for a pet. He said to his friend, "It's got to be a dog. Let's go." I don't know whether I wrote this story. I don't know. So they went to look for a dog. They found one, but the prince said, "Too fat, too skinny, just right, but too much fur." And then they've got like little flaps that you lift up. I don't know why I did that one, but it looks like a polar bear. Oh dear. And from that they carried on looking until they came to a shop which had a dog which was not too fat, not too furry, just right for me, he said. And then there's little speech bubbles that say, "Do you know where I can find a dog? Thanks, bye. Sorry, not here. Let's go. Sorry. We'll take it." Then this page is, so they went home and played with the dog. A few days later, he wanted another dog to keep the other one company. And the front door's open. And you can see inside. See inside the castle. And I find it hilarious that at 10 years old, I still have the pink and green. That's weird. It's strange, but yeah. Dogs, too small, too big, too furry. So they went to get another dog. They found a shop of dogs, but they were too small, too furry, too big. Here comes the stamp pens again. God, obsessed much. But they came to another shop and there was a dog, but it was not too small, too furry, and not too big. Just right, he said to his friend. Let's go home to Charlie, and they took the other dog home. And then the doors open again with the pink and green castle. Though I think it was the other way. And the prince did not get married, but they lived happily ever after. At 10 years old, I was still against marriage. And then it says about this book. This book is from ages 2 to 7. Even though I said in the front 3 to 8 or something, didn't I? I recommend this book for people who like reading in the age level. This book has been published and illustrated by Sam. About myself, I am 10 years old, and then there was a whole blurb about family and whatever. And then I put at the bottom, which I find really sad, it says, "And me, just plain old Sam." 10 years old. What a weirdo. I valued it at £2. That's very shocking. But the blurb on the back is, "Read my book to see what the prince and his friend get up to in the story. How many dogs can he keep? In my story you will find some lift-ups. Please enjoy my story." Days Gone By. So I'm going to recreate this so many years on. And we're going to bind it pretty much the same way. I think the teacher like bound it together. I just did the inserts type thing. But I'm going to keep the gist of it. We're just going to... The only thing I've got going for this is I believe my artwork's better than it was. I hope. If it comes out worse than this, I might cry or quit. So, yeah, I'm going to recreate it. It's not going to be an A4 like this. I've rewritten the story just a little bit. And it's going to be... It was originally going to be 17 pages. But... changed it. Spoiler alert. I'm nervous and scared about this, but... The only thing, like I said, keeping me going is the fact that I can't do worse than the original. I would like to think, alright, I hadn't drawn so much in the years in between 10 and now. That I've improved in the last couple of years, so hopefully I can do better than the original. You'll have to stick around and see, I guess. It's going to be a long process. I'm going to try and sort of just keep it punchy. The first part is going to be drawing it, planning the story, the pictures that need to go along with the text. Character building, all of that. I'm trying to draw the prince because the dude in my picture in the original is a little scary. So I am looking at what other people have done for a prince. I don't know why I made it a prince, but so these are the details. Colour palette. I don't know whether red's the right colour. I might try blue, but that's the prince. He's the main character. He's young, clean shaven. This is the other character, Austin. I don't know about the outfits because they come off a little bit pirate-ish. But this is the main dog as well. Yes, it's a staffy, but they're perfect. I can't help it. I love them. So we have some basics. I think it's time to start drawing now. Like I said, part 1 is going to be drawing it all. And then part 2 will be colour the whole thing. And then part 3, bind it and front cover, because at this point I've not come up with anything for the front cover. Eek. I'm terrified, and it took me probably a good week to get the confidence to actually start. I can feel the self-doubt. I needed a castle type thing, but here are the supplies. I have my checklist, and this is how the book's gonna go. It's gonna be A5, but A4 per page. Landscape A4 per page. So we're keeping the same size as the previous book, but obviously more details and whatever. I do have this coloured paper if I want to use that. Obviously, pink and green would be nice. Okay, I guess I gotta get started. I'm scared. So, front cover, then we're gonna have sort of like a title page. Ignore all the drawings and whatever, this is scrap paper. And then that's gonna be page 1. The whole A4 thing. Page 2, page 3. I'm a little scared still. This procrastination. Here we go. Oh! I'm currently testing out sort of like the folds. I don't know whether to cut it or fold it, but I don't know whether to talk through everything or just let it play. You're not going to see much until I've lined it, really. Because all the details are going to come when it's lined, but I'm basically drawing 17 pages of the story. Hoping it's going to get a bit better than this that I do here, but eek. So this is the Prince's Castle, basically. The opening of the book is him in his castle. Again, not much detail is going to be added there. Always keeping a box because I'm going to print the text instead of me with my poor lettering and handwriting. Yeah, instead of my poor lettering and handwriting, I'm going to try and print it. So I need a box on there for the text, and I'll just stick that in over the picture. But there's not much that I can say at this point, so let's just watch, I guess. That's another page done. That's just them chilling on the beach. There's a conversation going on, which we'll get to that when it gets to the story time. I'm not progressing very quickly here. We've done 3 pages. 14 more to go. Oh dear. I keep going back, checking, because obviously we want it to continue, so the building needs to be the same and the characters need to be the same. But I think this is the end of day 1 on this one. Oh no, we're going again. The struggle with the car. Oh. Oh dear. I think I've drawn like a car once in Create This Book. But I don't think I do too badly. I don't think that's a terrible car. We'll fix it when we get to the line art, I guess, but I'm just going to jump back in here. The outside of buildings, they are going to be lift-ups. We're keeping the lift-ups that I did in the original one. So they're not plain and boring. They're going to be lift-ups, but I'm going to keep those for a surprise at the end. So those drawings, you have to wait until the end to see those. In all their glory. Got on a separate bit of paper here because I did. Just sketching out because I've never, that's a chinchilla and I really didn't know how to draw that. Tarantula and a crab. I've drawn a crab before, but not a tarantula and not a chinchilla. And then the prince is all sad. So again, this will be a lift up, flip open type page. Second week of drawing this is now. I haven't been doing it all day, every day, because obviously I've still got my other videos to be doing and my shorts and all of that, so it didn't take me like a week to do 9 pages. It's 9 pages with other videos included. But we're getting on to the dog stage now, and if you have been subscribed for a while, you will know that I can't draw dogs, and I don't draw humans very well, so this was a massive, massive task for me. All I can say is thank God for Pinterest and the dog drawing. A couple of these get a little bit crazy, like the proportions, but I guess I can tweak that at the end when I get to the drawing, to the line art stage. It's just the base for now, so that I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. I actually drew that one of that dog with his butt in the air and all playful. I drew that one without a reference. Yeah, it shocked me as well. This is the final page. I did it. I did it. At this point, I'm very proud of myself. There's still a lot of work to do. But just the idea of creating this book, the anxiety behind it for a start, whether I could do it or not. But it's just for fun. It's not like I'm going to do anything with it. But that's it. I've lined them all now, so we'll just do a quick flick through. Got 16 pages. I changed it to 16. It was better for the book. But again, without the story behind it, I'm not sure. I mean, you'll get the gist of what's going on considering you know the original. But, yeah. It's all lined. It's all done. Next week, we will get to the colouring stage. I feel like my hand's going to hate me after this, but... That's May. That's Sid. But yeah, the proportions, he should have been a lot taller, I think. And his proportions, Austin's jumping proportions, I'm not sure. So far, apart from that one page and the front door on this castle, like, it's a little wider than the front one, I think, but I like it so far. Hit that like button. You gotta hit that subscribe button so you don't miss part 2. I hope you'll carry on with this journey with me, because it's interesting and scary at the same time. But I will see you next Sunday for part 2. And the colour in it. Ah, scary. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time. Bye.